Hey guys, welcome back to Third House of Terror. And you guys are watching this video on April the 24th. So yeah, I'm saving this video for April 24th. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good weekend and I hope you all are having an amazing day, whatever it is you guys are doing. Today's video is another scary ghost story. Okay, I I finally did some research and I came across this one and I found it to be so creepy and scary at the same time whenever I was reading it. So yeah, this is called 1212. It's about a girl from Korea who is doing some work at her school library at night. So yeah, that's what this story is about. A Korean girl who is doing some work at her school library one night. So yeah, I found this ghost story to be the scariest whenever I was reading it. But anyway, this story is actually from Korea. So yeah, this is from Korea. So anyway, let's get started. One night there was a Korean girl named Sun Hai. She was staying at her school library one night to do some studying for a test with the rest of her friends. A few friends at her library also had to stay one night to do a test. Sun Hai had some friends in school that she had to do a test with, but she did study for her test with the rest of her friends at the school library one night. As she was studying for a test, suddenly she had to go use the bathroom. She told her friends in the library she had to go use the bathroom and she'll be back in a few minutes. Sun Hai makes her way down the darkened hallway. She walks down the darkened hallway to go to the bathroom. So yeah, she walked down the darkened hallway to the school bathroom. A few minutes had passed by. The rest of the kids in the library was wondering what's taking the girl so long. Suddenly they heard a weird tapping sound at the window. All the boys and girls heard a tapping sound coming from the window. So yeah, they did hear a tapping sound coming from the window, and they can see a woman with with black hair by the window, and her eyes were closed. The the boys and girls were wondering, what's she doing by the window at night? So yeah, they did wonder what she was doing by the window at night. She was just standing there motionless. When she opened her eyes, she didn't have any eyes in her holes. So yeah, she didn't have no eyes. The the boys and girls were all creeped out, and suddenly the woman broke the glass window. So yeah, she broke the glass window. All of the students gasped in horror. They all gasped in horror when the woman broke the window. So yeah, she came in the library and all of the boys and girls were terrified. So yeah, all of the boys and girls were terrified whenever they noticed the woman didn't have no eyes. So yeah, she didn't have any eyes, which was so creepy. They were all terrified of this woman when she came in the school library. When Sun Hai was washing her hands, suddenly the lights went out in the bathroom and she was in darkness. She was in total darkness. So she had no choice but to wash her hands in the dark bathroom whenever the lights went out. When she opened the bathroom door, she slowly walked down the darkened hallway back to the library to her friends. So yeah, when she made her way back to the library, she opened the door and she wondered what happened here. All her friends were laying on the floor dead. She wondered what happened here. And there was blood all over the floor too. So yeah, there was dead bodies and there was corpse all over the floor. So yeah, there was blood all over the floor with the dead bodies. Sun Hai wondered what happened to everybody in here. Suddenly, she heard footsteps coming from up the stairs to the library. So yeah, the footsteps were getting closer and closer and closer to the library door. So Sun Hai threw herself on the floor, pretending to be dead, right next to her dead body's friends. So yeah, she did pretend to be dead. She tried not to make a single noise. Suddenly, the library door opened. So yeah, the door did open, and she dared not to move or make a single sound. She stood motionless as she could, right next to her dead body's friends. And she can hear a faint noise. And she she opened one eye for a little bit, and she could see a figure of a ghostly woman with no eyes. So yeah, she saw a ghostly figure of a woman with no eyes. It was walking around the library, looking at the dead bodies. Sun Hai laid on the floor, pretending to be dead, and she dared not to make a single noise, and she dared not to breathe, so she wouldn't get the ghost's attention. And when the ghostly woman was walking to the dead bodies, she's she started saying 1, 2, 1, 2 to see if they were dead, in which they were dead. Sun Hai can hear her saying 1, 2, 1, 2. Because that's what she was whispering right next to the dead bodies of her friends. 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, the ghostly woman was saying 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right next to the dead bodies, and she was right next to Sun High, and she still dared not to move a muscle or make a single noise. She tried to stay as quiet as she could so the ghost does not hear her. And she dared not to open her eyes. She was praying that the ghost would leave the library. So she laid on the floor motionless, trying not to move a single muscle or make a noise. Sun High can still hear the ghost saying 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And suddenly it seemed to stop. And Sun High thought, okay, maybe she's gone. She opened her eyes and she was nowhere to be seen. So yeah, the ghost was finally gone. And she was nowhere to be seen. But not for long. The ghost was right next to Sun High. And Sun High screamed and she ran out of the library as fast as she could. So yeah, she ran out of the library as fast as she could, and she went straight back home. Okay, I just want to say a scary random part because I don't remember the other scary part in the story whenever I was reading it. So yeah, Sun High ran out of the library as fast as she could whenever she saw the ghostly woman that killed all her friends in the school library that night. So yeah, she was the one who killed all her friends in the school's library that night. Whenever they're waiting for her to come back from the bathroom. But yeah, Sun High ran safely back home. So yeah, she did run safely back home to her parents. She told her parents that her friends were killed by a ghostly woman in the school's library. So yeah, that's what she told her parents, that her friends were killed by a ghostly woman in the school's library that night. And that's how the story goes. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this other scary ghost story. If y'all enjoyed the video, to give it a big old thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, so you guys don't miss a new video. I post every single week. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye guys, and as always, stay creepy.